Hello everyone, welcome to today's training. So today we are going to be learning the candlestick pattern, as you can see. Yeah, so if you love what I'm doing, you can always follow me on High Blockchain as Justin Penson. You can follow me on Twitter, on Facebook, and on Instagram as Justin Penson, right? So today we're going to be talking more on the candlestick pattern, the type of candlestick pattern we have, and the narrative about the candlestick pattern. So I know some of you will be asking, what is the use of candlestick pattern? And yeah, candlestick pattern can be used in technical analysis, and it can be used as confirmation for your entry, right? So after making your analysis on based on your strategy, you can apply a candlestick pattern to confirm your entry. Meaning, you can have we have a different type of candlestick pattern for bearish move and for bullish entry. So if you want to sell, there's a candlestick pattern for sell, and if you want to buy, there's a candlestick pattern for buy. So today we are going to be I'm going to be covering the both buy and sell candlestick pattern. I'll be throwing more light on some candlestick pattern. I'm going to be listing some of them for you, and you can also see them on today training. So you are going to see and get familiar with it. So when you get back to your chart, you will see this candlestick pattern, and you can be able to identify them and name them. So on this training, at least with this purpose of this training is to teach you at least three to five candlestick pattern that you can use, both bullish and bearish setup. You can use them and take your trade. And yeah, I believe if you master it very well, you are going to be profitable with this candlestick pattern. Yeah. So yeah, okay, so we are going to be talking more on the candlestick. So I'm going to be explaining what the candlestick represents, right? The candlestick you see. So we're going to be using the green as the bullish candlestick and the red as the bearish candlestick. So I'm going to be explaining when the candlestick open and when it closes and everything about the candlestick. That's what I'm going to explain to you now. Okay, so it is the basic. First of all, after doing the basic, we're going to go to the neutral. Then we'll now start talking about the formation of this candlestick pattern to get an entry for your strategy, right? So now we have the open. For let's start first of all talk about the bullish candlestick, which is the green candle. The green candle, that is this candle. The green candle, we are going to be explaining this, and I'm going to be showing you guys how this candle can be able to form. So when you see this candle, I know you'll be asking, how does this candle form? Where does it open? Where does it where can I see the closing of this candle? So now with this on this video, I'm going to be teaching you how to identify the opening of a candle, the close of a candle, the high and the low, right? So in a bullish candle, you need to first of all know the opening of the candle. The opening of the candle means that this is where the candle is starting for the day. So if it's a daily candle or a 4-hour candle, 1-hour candle, 1-minute candle, this is where the candle is starting from that same time frame or that same day. So this is where the candle is starting from. So this is the open. So for a bullish candle, if we have the opening of the day here or opening of the hour here, and if it chooses to close this here, that means it's a bullish candle. So ideally, when it opens, we don't know whether it's bullish or it's a bearish. It's when it closes that we cannot confirm, yes, that this is a bullish candle. Then we can decide to call it a bullish candle. So when it closes above the opening, it's called bullish. And of course, here is our high. Here is our high, and here is our low. That is the wick, is our high and our low. And this green part is the body of the candle. This is the body of the candle. Some candles don't have body. You see them with wick. We call any candle that have body is called wick. Okay, so this is the body of the candle. This is the body of the candle, and this is the close, and this is the open of the candle, and this is the high, and this is the low for a bullish candlestick, right? So for bearish candlestick, we have our open here. So when it opens here and it closes below, it's called bearish, right? And this is the body. This is the body, guys. This is the body, and this is the this is the high and this is the low, right? So this is how candlestick is formed. This is how the candlestick is formed. We have the open. For bullish, it opens below and close above. For bearish, it opens above and close below. So whenever you see the candle closes below, it automatically turns red. That is bearish, right? So this is how candlestick is being formed. So now let's move to the next aspect of candlestick. We have the neutral. So on this neutral, we have the spinning tops, we have the dragonfly doji, we have the gravestone doji, we have the mabuzo, and we have the stars. So these are the neutral. You can find them both candles having bullish and bearish, or doji, or full body, like full body. That is called mabuzo. And the stars where you have, for a bearish stars, you are going to be having the red candle, then bullish. Then for bullish star, you are going to be having green candle, then bullish, right? So this is how the stars have been formed. This is the neutral. Neutral meaning you can find this in bullish and bearish, right? So yeah, as you can see now, we have this green candle and this red candle. As you can see, they are the same body. They are of the same body. So you see the same length, the same wick, the same low, the same high, the same close, the same open. It's called mabuzo. So when you see this candlestick pattern, you know that it's either it's going to buy or it's going to sell, right? Yeah. So whenever you see this candlestick pattern, is it can, if it's like this, it can, and you see another candle here, maybe this candle closes bearish, the next candle can be your entry. So this is how you use candlestick pattern, right? So this is the dragonfly. Sorry. So this is the spinning top. This is the spinning top. When you see this type of signal, you see the green candle and the red candle, just with little body but long wick. And if you see another candle here, maybe red, you can say if it's inverse and this is green and this is red, if you see another candle there, then you can say, right? We have the dragonfly doji. So the dragonfly doji represent that it identify indecision in the market, meaning the candlestick no formation yet, so is neutral. It can be buy, it can be sell, it remains neutral. The same thing goes to gravestone. It remains neutral. Anything can happen. So this is the stars. The stars, when you see the red candle, then the green candle, and the green candles and the green candle here, so it's actually neutral. Anything can happen in the market, but most time when you see this is for bullish run, meaning the next candle can be your entry, and particular pattern, it can be the bearish run, the next candle can be a sell candle, right? So depending on how you see it in the market. So these are the stars, but I'm going to be showing you guys the main formation for candlestick entry for your strategy. So this is what we are going to be doing next. So yes, for bullish, if you're in a bullish trend, you have to just pick the one that works for you, right? So I'm going to be explaining like few of them, then you can go and master others, right? So yeah, we have the bullish engulfing candle. This is my favorite. The bullish engulfing candle is my favorite. So the bullish engulfing candle, if you are in the market and you have made your analysis and you are planning to buy, and you have the bullish engulfing candle, it's going to come like this: a bearish candle, then a long bullish candle covering or engulfing the bearish candle. That signifies that the buyers are coming on board. So you start planning on buying that particular asset or that particular pair. You start planning on buying that particular asset, right? So that is for that. Everything I'm going to be teaching you here is going to be for bullish setup, right? So we still have this. We have the pacing line. I don't normally use this candlestick. I don't use it. So you can as well practice it. And whenever you see the bullish candlestick, it's just like inverse of bullish engulfing candle. So whenever you see green candle covering or red candle covering the green candle, that means you start planning to to buy. So this is another buy signal candle. When the bullish arami, the bullish arami is another bullish candlestick pattern where you have the green candle, another green candle with a little bearish candle. That signifies that the next candle might be bullish. Boom. So you can wait for that next candle, then you enter your bull run, right? So that is how to identify bullish candlestick. So we have this other one, tweezer button. Tweezer button, when the two lows are equal. When the two lows are equal, it's called tweezer button, and it signifies a buy momentum, especially when the previous candlestick is bullish and with a engulfing the bearish candlestick, and they're having equal low, is a buy signal. You buy. The same thing happens to when you want to sell. Is an inverse of a sell candlestick pattern. So we have the kicking, just as it signified. The next candle can be your entry. When you have this red candle, the next one green candle, boom, you can choose to enter the next candle. That is a signal. These are all called candlestick pattern. So we have the hammer. The hammer candlestick pattern is commonly used. Like that is this hammer candlestick pattern is what people use most times. Once you see this candlestick pattern, it's called rejection. It's called hammer. So when you see it and you see the next candle, maybe let's say this is a red candle, and you see the next candle green, the next candle can be your entry pattern. It's a buy, because this shows weakness, or this shows indecision in the market, meaning the buyers are coming on board after the bearish run. The buyers are coming on board. So you use this to identify your entry, right? So this is the inverted hammer, just like what I taught you guys, but opposite of it. And this is bullish spinning top. So when you see this signal, it means indecision is happening, and if it closes bullish, that means the buyers are coming on board, right? So this is how to identify the candlestick pattern and make use of them. We still have these three soldiers. It's called three white soldiers. So these three white soldiers signify that the buyers are coming on board, so you start planning on buying. Maybe the next candle will be your buy entry. That is how to use this. And this three line strike, there is after the red candle. There's after the red candle, after three red candles, and you have the bullish candle that cover the three red candles, is a sign of bullish momentum. So you start planning on buying on the next candle, right? So this is how to use it. The three outside, so there are a lot of them. Three outside, three inside. Morning star is another way of another signal, the candlestick pattern. We have the money doji star. I love this money doji star as well. So when you have something like this, it shows rejection in the market, that the power or the sellers are losing momentum. So and this is the next candle, which is green candle. Just know that the next candle is going to be green. So that will be your signal. Then you buy, put your SL in this low of this week candle. So this is how I use this candlestick pattern to enter a trade. Okay, we have the long lower shadow. There are a lot of them. You just pick the ones you can identify. If you can identify three out of these, I'll be happy. Just use them out of this. So summary, we have the bullish engulfing, we have the person line, bullish arami, tweezer bottom, kicking, hammer, inverted hammer, bullish spinning top, three white soldiers, three line strike, three outside, three inside, morning star, morning doji star, abundant baby, long lower shadow. So these are on the dragon doji, right? So these are the candlestick pattern for bullish. So if you look at this, you can also use them in bearish, the inverse way, right? The inverse way, you can use them in bearish. So this is what you are going to be. Just pick. You can only pick two. Like me, I told you that I'm only using at least two very well out of this candlestick pattern. I'm only using this engulfing bullish pattern and this hammer. I use these two a lot. There's sometimes I use this doji money stars, right? So this doji star, I use it, and I use this hammer, and I use this engulfing, especially this engulfing. These are the three candlesticks I use for bullish. So I don't use all this or this one. I don't use it. That does not mean you cannot use it. So you just look for the one you can be able to identify easily and understand that work for you. You can go with it. So that brings you to practice. You need to practice very hard to know the one that work for you. So this is the bearish. This is the bearish. So as you can see, remember I explained the bullish, and I said when the green candle covered the red candle is engulfing. Now if the red candle covers the green candle, is engulfing for bearish. So exactly everything that happened bullish, if you just turn it upside down, you have the inverse of everything you have in bullish is bearish, right? So when you have this, you just turn it upside down, you're going to be having the bearish pattern, right? So this is it. We have the same bearish engulfing. We have dark cloud cover, bearish arami. We have twister top. We have bearish kicking, but this time around, this is the last candle red, and this is the last candle red, and you are going to be selling. So yeah, equal twister top means equal top. Is not going to be twister bottom again. It's going to be twister top because you are selling. So when you have equal top and the next candle is red, maybe the next candle is going to be red, boom, they will start selling. That is how the sell pattern works, right? So yeah, we have twister top, we have bearish kicking, we have shooting star. You are going to be selling. You are going to have the red candle with indecision on it. That is little body, then weak, then the next candle might be bearish or bullish, any color, but the next candle is going to give you the pattern to sell, right? Yeah, so we have the bearish Aramic cross. Yeah, this is the bearish Aramic cross. So you can use this pattern to sell. This is the three black crown. You can also use this to sell. And when you see these three big with full body candles, then the next candle is probably going to be sell. So that is how you start selling. So we have the inverted star. Sorry, we have the evening star. We have the evening star. We have the evening doji star. Evening star. We have the evening doji star. We have the bearish up and down baby. These are the baby, right? These are the babies. So then after this, then we are having the main bearish candle dropping. Then we have the lower upper shadow. We have the bearish spinning top, and we have the hanging man. So these are the candlestick pattern you can use for your bearish. So you just choose to, like as I said, what I'm using for this my bear. The only candlestick I'm using here for my entry is just only 2 or 3. Yeah, for my bearish one, for my bearish setup. The candlestick pattern I use, first of all, I use this one. It's very powerful for me, bearish engulfing. Then I can use this shooting star. I can use I use shooting star most time, but bearish engulfing is the best for me. Then I can use this evening doji star. Evening doji star is what I use for my entry. So the name does not really matter. What matters is you understanding this setup, understanding this candlestick formation in your chart. So you have to go to your chart and master this and get back to the video or check Google online to know the name of this candlestick pattern you have mastered, right? So that is how it's formed. So on the next slide, we are going to be having the bullish and bearish together. As you can see, I told you guys that they are opposite of each other. So as you can see now, if you look at it very well, you have the bullish engulfing, and the bearish, we have the bearish engulfing. So just like that, you cannot pick the one that work for you after and make the analysis. You cannot look for the one that work for you. Then you start practicing, and at least 2 is okay. Like what I use for myself, I use this, and I use my shooting star, and I use this evening star, and I use morning doji star, and I use this. So hammer, morning doji star, this 3 is okay for me. So you can choose any, you can choose even only one, just be using only one. to compile to your strategy. So when you have the candlestick pattern applied to your strategy, maybe you are in support zone and you apply this candlestick pattern before you start buying in support zone, that adds more confidence. It adds more confidence to your trade. So when you have this confidence in your trade with this candlestick pattern, when you are buying or when you are selling in resistance, you have this confidence in your trade. So you can easily, you will know the reason why you are buying, you know the reason why you are selling in the market, right? So candlestick pattern is a very good is a very good technical analysis technique that you can use to apply to your strategy. So if you have find out in the movement of the chart or the candlestick, and you find out that anytime the market gets to support or anytime the market gets to demand, or your zones or other block or whatever you have mapped out, and you see that it's always buying, but you want more additional confidence to confirm that this is going to buy, candlestick is the best answer to you. Not even indicator, candlestick is the best, because candlestick will form based on the market orders, based on the market reaction. So when you see this, you know what the market makers want to do, you will know what the real market institution wants to do. So you know if it's to buy or you are to sell. So when you are in support zone and you start seeing a sell candlestick pattern, just know that you are not to enter the trade. So you can easily wait, relax till you see a buy candlestick pattern that will tell you to start buying. So with that, you can boldly take the trade, knowing the reason why you are buying, because buying that is support and that is resistance is not even enough to trade the forex market. You need to be very sure. You need to be very sure that what you are doing is right. So yeah, that is it for today. Thank you very much. With this explanation, I believe you can be able to go to your chart and identify this candlestick pattern. Yeah, it's just in FS.